I really gotta make another one of these videos. Before any of you guys hear a word of what I gotta say in this video, I can already read the comments. Why are we so impatient? Why are we so irrational? And why don't we see the full picture? Why does it have to be this fan base every single time? Why? Am I upset about these last few games? Yeah, damn right I'm upset. We didn't even pass 90 points in the last 3 games when the beginning of the season it was looking like we had no problem scoring the bucket. Am I frustrated with RJ Barrett? To an extent. Like, yeah, I would hope that he would be able to score the ball a little bit better, but at the same time, I also realize it's his 2nd year in the league, 20 years old, has a brand new jump shot that he is working out this season. I can't believe I have to say what I have to say in this video. And then on top of all that, we got Kyrie Irving out here not giving a damn about no social distance protocols, and that video's going around. We're not gonna talk about that in this video, but I just saw that today on Twitter, and I don't understand, man. I said it, I could only say I said it on the phone, but I said it here, man. The Brooklyn Nets have a bigger issue than what's on the basketball court. And then on top of that, for them to start the way they started with their record, I don't know, man. You can say what you want to say, and the thing is, like, you could be a Kyrie Irving stan and love what he does in the community and stuff like that. That's cool. I'm not gonna fight you on that, but at the same time, the man's want and love for the game is just not what it once was, and this just shows that. I don't know how else you could see it as anything else. Anyways, let's get into this video, y'all. Last time I made a video, we were 5-4. Now we 5-6. Run the intro. What's going on, CK Kush boy, CK2K here. Welcome back to another video. Again, I apologize that there was no video yesterday. I got a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, so I needed to just take the day off to make sure I got some of that stuff handled. But we back, and we're gonna be here for the rest of this week, all right? If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Do not forget to like this video. People, we suffered another loss. Now, 2 of the last 3 losses were against teams that we should have beat that were around our level. I understand we were 5-3, so a lot of you guys were thinking our level was championship level, but no, to the reality of the situation, our level is around where the Thunder and where the Hornets are at. But we lost both of those games pretty badly, as well as the game to the Denver Nuggets that it would have been nice to win, but at the same time, it looked like how it was supposed to look. The Denver Nuggets treated us like we were just a scrimmage team at an everyday practice. There's so many things that we could point at, so many things that we can get upset about, and there's so many things that we could be looking at. You know, the main thing is the fact that we did not pass 90 points in any of these 3 games, something that we were doing pretty effortlessly leading up to this point. But I also have to remind you guys, you do know that outside of the fact that we are playing a short rotation, we're missing a lot of key scorers. You don't need me to tell you that, right? Like, Alec Burks is still not back. Obi Toppin is somebody who we know is going to be very effective on the offensive end. He is not here. We did miss Reggie Bullock, even though Reggie Bullock was missing shots when he was playing. He is somebody that does help us spread the court and makes open shots. I can go on and on and on. There's players that are not here. Is that an excuse? No. But with a team like us that is not a scoring team, and we put players on the team to score, it's not an excuse, it's just a reality. We're not a scoring team. All we had that is any shooter that we had on this team was Austin Rivers and at times a rookie, Immanuel Quickley, and Immanuel Quickley had himself another bad game. But you know what? When you're a rookie and you've never played in the NBA before, it tends to happen. It's just how the NBA goes. But again, like I started off with, man, you know, Knicks fans are different. We're not patient. We're not patient. So with us not being able to score, not be able to have over 90 points in these last few games, yes, it's not good. But we also have to realize where we are in the situation. And I'm also going to talk about defense in a minute. And I feel like that there's another factor that is playing into us not playing defense the way that we were playing at the beginning of the season, but I'm going to get into that in a minute. Before I get into that, I got to get into RJ Barrett. I'm not going to talk too long on the RJ Barrett conversation because it doesn't matter what I say, you know, either you see it or you don't see it, and people are going to jump to the conclusion it's the Kevin Knox situation all over again. People were all over Kevin Knox for the first 2 years, this, that, and the third. He's supposed to do this. He's supposed to be the chosen one. He's supposed to score the basketball, blah, 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 blah. And now all of a sudden, Kevin Knox is playing well. Now everybody's on the Kevin Knox bandwagon again. We can't be like this, Knicks fans. We gotta be better. We've got to be better. And then now I'm gonna get the argument like, yeah, well, if we didn't have RJ Barrett, we had John Moran, or if we had Zion Williamson, or we had LaMelo Ball, or if we had Luka Doncic. Name any young player, the conversation is going to be, we wouldn't be where we at right now. My response to you is this. If we did have that player and they were still doing all that and we were still losing, you'd still find a reason to go after them, wouldn't you? It's just funny to me, and I'm not attacking nobody, and I'm not trying to come, because I understand we're a frustrated franchise, a frustrated fan base, excuse me, and we got a taste of being 5-3, being at the top and beating good teams. So you want that taste to continue, and I've been trying to let you guys temper your expectations a little bit in the video. I told you, take them game by game, okay? Do not get excited looking into playoffs. Do not get excited looking into us being this team, that team, the third. Take it game by game. I get it. I understand, but it's funny to me. We'll be okay, okay? We will be okay. RJ Barrett will be okay. And if you choose to not believe that and you choose to say that you think he's a bust, he's not this, he's not that, and the third, that's your prerogative. I completely understand. All right, I get it. You expect, because we have all these other players that have been in the league that had these great starts. There's no such thing as development anymore. I get it. I understand. If that's how you want to feel, that's how you want to feel. By all means, let it be known in the comment section below. But just realize, CK is here to tell you that when RJ Barrett is in year 3, year 4, hell, maybe even later this year, and he's playing a lot better basketball, just remember, CK was here to tell you, relax. It'll come. Just be patient with the kid. You guys attack him for the one area on the court he does not do well, when he's literally stepped up everywhere else on the court. He's rebounding the ball very well. He's doing the best he can with moving the ball with other guys that do not score the ball. Outside of maybe Julius Randle, who do you expect RJ Barrett to pass the ball to literally give him assists every time he gives him the pass? Maybe Kevin Knox. I'm just saying, like, I understand you know it's frustrating because you're seeing the what could have beens and the who we don't have and stuff like that, and you want to live in those moments. That's fine. Like, look at me, I'm a huge LaMelo Ball fan, and I had to watch LaMelo Ball have a terrible scoring night but literally do everything else well. The man had 3 steals going into the second half and already almost had 10 rebounds going into the second half. LaMelo Ball played really well last night. He's definitely somebody that I wish we had, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm very pleased and very excited about what we got. It's about patience and about development. But again, this is just me telling you guys this video, and you guys can take it for what it is. The real ones understand and they get it. And I understand also for those who do not get it and will not and refuse to understand and will stay stubborn about it. I get it. You're frustrated and you want change now. I completely understand that. But what I say to you is this. There's tons and tons of players that are anomalies that are top 5, top 3 picks that may not pan out right away, but they are a slow burn. It takes them time. Just remember that. There's a lot of players on the list. You can look at anybody. That's the way it's going to be. But I get it. You can compare them to the ones that are working now. I get it. I understand. For whatever it is, and take it for how you want to take it, I'm telling you, RJ Barrett will be just fine. Okay? Just fine. Now, back to the defense thing. That is one thing that I think is the most frustrating thing for me, because I feel like this is something that can still be controlled, and it's our defensive effort has tremendously dipped especially in these last 3 games. That's one thing to me that's a little bit irritating. You can, and Clyde said it perfectly, you know, the shot may not be there every night, but you can play defense every night. 100% you can play defense every night. Now, I see people making the argument that, you know, it's because these guys are playing too many minutes, so they're probably tired and exhausted. That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. Unless your name is Taj Gibson, you ain't 30 years old. That's not an excuse. You should be able to bring the defensive effort every night. And that's the one thing about RJ Barrett that I had to give him props on, because his shot wasn't hitting, and he has every right. Well, he does not have the right, but we've seen it in the past with a lot of players who put their head down and they won't play defense and they get burned on defense while they're also not having good shooting nights. RJ Barrett's not that guy. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Knox was giving us way more defensive effort than a lot of these guys who are known to be defenders on this team, and it's really sad to see. Mitchell Robinson, though, I ain't looking at you. You've been doing your damn thing, okay? Mitchell Robinson is probably one of the biggest bright spots, if not outside of Julius Randle this season, because he's been getting better every single game, and I applaud you for that. Keep on doing what you gotta do. Foul trouble, he's been keeping it down. You can see the scoring totals going up more and more, doing more around the rim. He's doing everything that you need him to do. So Mitchell Robinson, shout out to you, and and defensively, you're not a problem in this at all. I don't know. It's just the effort on defense. If there's anything from these last games that I am genuinely upset and a little bit worried about, is the effort on defense. Because like I mentioned with the offense, that's going to come and go, because let's be real, from the beginning we knew we weren't much of an offensive team because we don't have many guys that can shoot the ball. But at the same time, defensively, we did see a change in the defense. And like I said, defense is not only a part of the game, it's also a mindset. And we saw these players have that mindset to go out there and play defensively and shock a lot of people on defensive end, ranking us where we were ranked at the defensive side of the ball. But then all of a sudden that goes away because if some shots aren't falling, we can't be that team. We need to have that mentality of, if our shots aren't falling, we're gonna make it damn sure that their shots are not gonna fall either. That's what I was expecting. With the Thunder game, we had such a good start, but even in that good start, it didn't even look like we were really confident in what we were doing, to the point when the Thunder came back and we just let them come back in and we never did anything about it. Same thing with the Nuggets, and same damn thing with the Charlotte Hornets. We just let them do what they wanted to do to us on the defensive end. And if anything, to me, that's more frustrating than anything else, because that's an identity that I thought we were showing to begin the season, and all of a sudden we just said, you know what, this defense thing is hard, I don't want to do that anymore. That to me is more frustrating than anything else. At least have that be our playing card, be this entire season. At least be on the defensive end. I don't know, a lot of frustrations about this, but I do want to remind you guys, and you know what, you can call me Optimistic CK, and you guys can be whatever you want to call it. We're only 11 games into the season, just like we were only 8 games into the season, just like we were only 4 games into the season. We're only 11 games into the season. We're only 5-6, 1 game under 500, okay? We have a tough game against the Brooklyn Nets on Wednesday, but you know that these guys are going to go out there and treat this game differently no matter what they want to say about it. Wednesday's game should be fun. Also, shout out to Wednesday Night Knicks. We're going to be live over here. Yeah, tomorrow, Wednesday Night Knicks, you know what it is. We got to go out there with the same effort every single night, okay? Regardless if it means that we're not hitting our shots the way that we were once hitting our shots. That does not excuse the defensive end. Maybe we can account it to, like I said, the minutes and, you know, stamina and stuff like that. Again, yesterday was a back-to-back, and it showed. It showed with a lot of players. Julius Randle only shooting 9 shots. Keep it day by day. Don't look at it as 5-6, it's the end of the world, or as 5-6, now we still have a chance for the playoffs. Take it day by day. Enjoy each game, each day, day by day. If you don't do it like that, then you're going to feel how you're feeling right now, like, you know, it's the end of the world and the Knicks are never going to be right. Day by day. But let me know your thoughts in the comments about everything that I mentioned in this video, from the very terrible defensive play, you know, from RJ Barrett, and, you know, a lot of the people's disbelief and already giving up on a second-year player who's 20 years old. Let me know your thoughts about all that in the comments below. And that's it for me. You know that's not it for me. Kevin Knox, baby. Kevin Knox, 19 points in last night's game, leading all scorers on the New York Knicks. I would say all scorers on the whole team, but that man Gordon Hayward put up 34 points so quietly yesterday. I didn't even realize he had 34 until the little graphic came up in the 4th quarter. The only shot I remember from Gordon Hayward was the long assist from LaMelo Ball, where he made the little fadeaway in the break. Like, that's the only shot I remember from Gordon Hayward. Other than that, I don't remember Gordon Hayward making any other shot. That was the quietest 34 I've ever seen. But you know what wasn't quiet? Kevin Knox. Kevin Knox had himself a good game. Kevin Knox right now is still shooting really effectively from the field, from the inside and from the outside. And I love this. I like this Kevin Knox. I like aggressive Kevin Knox. Now, I know a lot of people want him to play this Klay Thompson game where he never dribbles. And yeah, for the most part, I still want to see that. But I still feel like we would be missing a lot if there wasn't the times like we saw in this game where Kevin Knox takes it to the hole off of a pump fake when, you know, guys are anticipating to be that shooter. I think Kevin Knox can build into what could be a very, very solid overall player. I've been saying this for years, and I feel like now we're finally starting to see what that role will be for Kevin Knox, and I'm really liking it. I think it makes the most sense, and he's one of the only guys I feel like was putting effort on both ends. Him, Mitchell Robinson were the guys I feel like were putting efforts on both ends. I'd even kind of give it to RJ Barrett. It's just the fact that he missed a lot of shots that really takes that away from you, but at the same time, you're seeing the effort there, and he definitely was showing the effort on the defensive end. He wasn't letting his offensive woes get to him, and that's important to me, man. That's important to me, and that's why I know he's going to be okay. Mentality is just as important as the actual skill when it comes to the basketball court. You can check that with any player, okay? But yeah, man, you knew I could not go on without giving some love to my boy Kevin Knox. I know it wasn't a losing effort, but I gotta give props to my boy Kevin Knox. Keep up the play like this. Y'all knew I wasn't gonna go this whole entire video without talking about my boy Kevin Knox. Come on now. Come on now. Anyways, let me know your thoughts about everything that was mentioned in this video in the comments below. I'm ready for a lot of people to have a lot of things to say about RJ Barrett, but nonetheless, I'm ready for it, and I hear what you guys have to say. This is a happy place. Say what you need to say and let it all be out. All right, but now it's time for the comments of the video. Shout out to Jeffrey Nyarko. I think I said your last name wrong. He commented on my first ever video on this channel. He said, look at how far he's come, 20.6 thousand followers while I'm typing this. Jeffrey, I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man, it feels like just yesterday when I made that video, because I really thought that I was gonna be doing, you know, highlights in 2K while I talk about Knicks games. I had this whole thing planned out. When you watch that intro video, that I even say that in that video, and it turned into what it is today. And this was supposed to be just a second channel along with CKTV, and you guys have shown so much support and so much love, and I'm having so much fun on this channel talking Knicks. Like, this is why I love basketball. I love the New York Knicks. I love playing NBA 2K. I know I haven't played enough 2K on this channel. I promise you it's coming. I'm waiting for my PlayStation. We're doing rebuilds. We're gonna do live streams. I'm gonna be playing with y'all on the park, and so we're gonna be doing all that stuff. I promise you guys. I promise you. I promise you. But yeah, man, it means a lot, Jeffrey. Yeah, we've come a long way, and we're gonna keep going. This is just the beginning. The grind continues, man. Grind continues. Let's see how 2021 will shape up. To go to 20,000 subscribers in last year, like, that's crazy. That's crazy. So let's see what 2021 has in store. Appreciate all you guys' support. Subscribe if you haven't. Joshua Serrano. Oh, I already like, just seeing the first line, I like this comment. He said, I'm not worried about our record. When it is all said and done, we are playing winning basketball. People who are down on them being good is poverty mentality. I am tired of watching games and get blown out and be a laughing stock. We should always pull for our guys. Tanking does not work like in the NFL. It is all a crapshoot, and we always lose, so just go for the team to be better. Plus, we always suck and lost in the draft. Maybe if we are projected as a mid-lottery, perhaps our lucks change. What's good, Joshua? I appreciate that thought process. I understand. I had this conversation with my homie Alex Collins, and I know we had a lot of disagreement on the back and forth on that. And I understand that, yes, building through the draft is the way to go. I get that. But at the same time, maybe because I'm scorned, and maybe because we've just had the luck that we've had in the draft, I just don't believe in, you know, tanking, especially in today's day and age. Maybe this year's draft, because of how deep it is, maybe if we did lose every single game and, you know, had a top 3 possibility, and the lowest we can go is what, pick 6 or pick 5, then sure, at least we still get a top 5 draft pick in this year's draft. I understand that thought process, and that's probably the best way to go. But when I look at, I keep using them as an example, and I feel like this is our best bet, because we are the Knicks, and I know right now we're not a place that people want to go and play for. But I do believe if we get to a place like that Brooklyn Nets team did in 2018, that where they see that the coaching is, you know, together, the front office is together, and we have some sort of a winning product on the court, more players will want to be a part of what's coming for the New York Knicks. And yes, I do believe that we should get the best prospects from the draft each year, and year in, year out. But I also just believe that, you know, we got to do it in more ways than one. We keep hoping and praying for the draft, and it has not been working for us. And I get it. You know, people can say that we have not had a solidified point for point tank yet, and I get that. I understand. I mean, it feels like it because we lose damn near all these games the way we lose them. It feels like we've been tanking, but then we have runs late and stuff like that, and then just like that, we're out of the running for the top 3 because we just win some stupid games and stuff like that. I get it. I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of watching a losing product, and I'm tired of losing and then not getting anything in the draft, and also losing and players not wanting to come play for the team. You know what I mean? I just want to find that middle ground. But maybe that's just my emotional talk. I understand the reality of the situations like that. Like I said, talking to my boy, I get that, but I don't know. I'm riding with you on this one, Joshua. I'm riding with you on this one. Melvin Pereira, he says, I was a little upset at the fact that we are winning because of Cade's generational talent, but when a guy like Brandon Boston is sitting at 8 in many mock drafts, I decided that winning is a little fun. We get screwed over in the lottery anyways, but this is a deep draft, and we can get Lonzo in free agency. My man Melvin speaking to my heart. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand. We want those top 5 guys, and we probably do. We really do. Like, I want Cade Cunningham. I'm praying for Jalen Green. Like, I want these guys. Jalen Suggs, a lot of the guys that you guys are excited for. But at the same time, it's just like, I don't know. It's probably a selfish time to be like this. But at the same time, like I've been saying in every video, take them game by game. Just because we're winning now may not mean that solidify the fact that we are a playoff team or a play-in team right now. You know what I'm saying? Just take it day by day. Who knows where we end up? Okay, look at the Mavericks. They started off so poorly, and now they're right there back in the playoff race. And we knew at the back of our minds that that's just where the Mavericks were going to be. That pick isn't going to amount to much of anything in the first place. So, like I said, man, I don't know. There's just so many ways to look at it. I just want us to be on an upward trajectory. You know what I mean? I'm just tired of just being stalemated every single damn season. And yeah, it just felt good to be winning for a little bit there. And that Lonzo in free agency, you already know how I feel about that. That's another conversation for another day. Y'all talking about, I don't want to pay Lonzo too much, man. Pay him the money, bro. Pay him the money. I don't care. We need our damn point guard. Pay him the money. I don't care. That's a conversation for another day, though. Anyway, shout out to all you guys in the comment section. Like I said, I know we may differ in opinion on a lot of things. I know I'm expecting a lot of conversation about RJ Barrett. I'm ready for it. I'm waiting for it. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say, because I know there's a lot of people that are getting their pitchforks and they got their torches ready because they are all against RJ Barrett already, and I'm ready for that. But for the others that are like-minded like myself, we understand that it will take time. Not everybody is going to jump out the way that these other guys jump out. And also, we got to remember their situations are a lot better than ours. Zion Williamson is playing with another all-star like Brandon Ingram and has a point guard like Lonzo Ball, and so on and so forth with the rest of the roster. John Morant is probably the best example, because no one thought that the Memphis Grizzlies were going to be what they were, but he made a lot of these other players great. So John Morant, I'll give you, and there's other players I'll give you. Tyler Hero is in a situation with a good team, so I'm not listening to no Tyler Hero comparisons at all. I'm never going to listen to no Tyler Hero comparisons. Tyler Hero gets drafted 3rd overall to the Knicks. He's not going to be the same Tyler Hill that you guys are talking about. I'm just saying that right now. Anyways, be your boy CK. You know what it is. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Hit that notification bell. Do not forget to like this video. It's all right, y'all. It's all right. On to the next one. We got Brooklyn tomorrow, Wednesday night Knicks. I don't know what video I have planned for you guys tomorrow, but expect a video. We back uploading. Yeah, y'all be easy. Let's get it. I'm out of here. Catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Feeling like I won the lotto. Always taking trips with a new chick, asking where the time goes. And I wonder if this is all I'll know.